Yeah, good morning. We want to look back at yesterday's election 2022 results with our State House insiders, Dave Wilson, our Republican strategist, Jim Felder, our Democrat strategist. Guys, thank you so much for your time.
Good to be here this morning.
Dave, what do you think drew voters to the polls yesterday?
I think the economy had a big impact on what was going on. I also think that when you take a look at what Henry McMaster has done as governor over the last 6 years, it has played itself out to be a very positive message. He announced last night there was $5 billion of new investment in South Carolina so far this year, and we still have basically a month and a half, 2 months to go. And that's the type of leadership that people are recognizing in this state. And I think that that was the thing that pulled a lot of people to the polls.
Mr. Felder, let me ask you about that as well. Do you think the Democrats' message about the economy was strong enough in the election?
It was not strong enough. And people came out this time also because they wanted to test this new early voting. And that's what really got a lot of people out. But the Democratic message wasn't as strong as it could be, and they didn't hit some hot spots. While the economy is good, we still got a problem with health care and Medicaid. Those are issues that were really not given enough attention, I think.
Dr. Leon Jeter with Benedict College. He is also joining us this morning to weigh in on the vote from yesterday. Dr. Jeter, what do you think the big number one issue was for voters?
I think for the state of South Carolina, I think the economy. When you look at the number of jobs that the governor brought to the state, you look at the number of the industries such as BMW coming to the state, creating more jobs. So I think that was a big draw for many, many people statewide. When you're talking about inflation, talking about households and incomes and things like that. So I think it was rather motivating for people on yesterday to vote for the electorate that they did vote for.
Dr. Jeter, where do Democrats go from here as far as their message down the road for the next big election coming up in 2024?
I think they look at what happened yesterday, and I think Cunningham and his team really did a good job. As I said before, you got nearly 42% of the vote, so they did do some things right, looking at the message that you want to send for the state of South Carolina when it comes to jobs, when it comes to education, but also more importantly, looking at to the low country, rural communities, those folks who are often disenfranchised, really reaching out on the community level and really bringing people together to really make a statewide change and not just for some. So I think they've got a good start. I think you look at the election today, the issues that Cunningham put forward were sound, but yet still he needs to bring more people along, get more inclusive statewide than he's done. But he did a good showing. He put a kink in the armor of the Republicans. So he shows that there is some things that could be done for the next cycle.
Right. Dr. Jeter, thank you there. Mr. Felder, let me let you weigh in on that. 6th District Congressman Jim Clyburn, who easily won re-election, basically says Democrats need to kind of focus in on a new message, I guess, moving forward, basically is what he said.
Exactly. The new message has to be something that people can gravitate to. And right now, that didn't happen this time around. But down the road, I think we learned something from this election. And so next time around, 2 years from now, we should be up to speed.
Dave, your take on that?
I think when the Dobbs decision came down in Washington, D.C. that overturned Roe v. Wade, the Democrats decided that that was going to be a hot button issue. And as many opportunities as were there to really focus on what can we do to address the economy, they stayed on the abortion issue. And I think that was one of those places that for a lot of folks in South Carolina, it was a bridge too far for them to say, I'm going to put my energies and my focus behind that candidate just on that particular issue.
And I think he's right on that one. I would agree on the issue of abortion.
When does 2024 campaign start, guys?
It's the morning, isn't it? I think it's already November 9th. Welcome to the next election cycle, everybody. It's good to have you here with us.
All right, Dave, Jim, guys, thank you so very much.
Thanks so much, Jay.
All right, thank you too.